Hi guys, welcome to my video. My name is Ava and this is Ava Boo Vlogs. So today I'm just gonna be crocheting while I talk about my life. So I started this YouTube channel for my Becoming a Media Personality class. We have weekly vlogs where we kind of talk about our lives, everything like that. So a little bit of background about myself. I'm currently a third-year student at Central Michigan University. I'm majoring in journalism and minoring in sports communications. I started crocheting last summer. Me and my best friend Rachel, we were sitting around and we were wondering what we were going to do with 1 week we had before we started our job. And we're like, we want to do a hobby instead of, going out and spending our money on food and doing boring stuff. So Rachel had this crocheting kit, and so we started learning how to crochet. It was tons of fun. It took a while for me to finally get it, but once I did, I've been obsessed with it ever since. I started making a blanket for my best friend Zoe, and it did not turn out the best in the beginning. I started off with this pink yarn, and it eventually turned into a scarf just because I could not figure out how to do it. But I eventually got the hang of it, and I started making her a blue blanket for her room up at school. And yeah, the blanket is really great. It's really huge, and she was using it for her dog Olive when Olive did live with us up at school. But Zoe's also my roommate here at Central. And yeah, I spent the summer in Virginia, which is where I'm from. I lived in Virginia my entire life up until it came time to choose a college, which I knew I always wanted to come to Michigan for college because I was born in Michigan. My grandparents live in Michigan. I really like the cold weather. I like snow. This year it's been extra cold, and I've learned that I like the look of snow. I may not like always driving in snow and being outside in the snow, but certain aspects of the snow are really pretty and really fun. But yeah, I always knew I was going to come to school in Michigan. When I started school after, around in 2023, I came in as a pre-med major, but I learned really quickly that math and science was not for me. It's definitely not my forte, definitely not something I was going to be able to make a career out of because it would take me a while to pass those classes. So I was looking into different majors, and I was watching a show called How I Met Your Mother. If you know, you know. It is actually my favorite show now, but this was when I first started it because I really liked sitcoms. So I was like, let's see what this How I Met Your Mother is all about. And yeah, there was this one character called Robin Scherbatsky that people used to say I reminded them of Robin Scherbatsky. And I was like, hey, well, I like Robin. She seems pretty cool. So I looked into it. If you don't know too much about Robin Scherbatsky, she is a Canadian journalist that lives in New York with all of her friends. I won't say too much. You just have to watch the show. But she's a journalist, and I was like, you know what? I could be a journalist. So I made my entire personality Robin Scherbatsky. Yeah, so I started looking a little bit more into what that major would be. It sounded like a pretty cool major. I did originally think about being like a TV announcer, like a sports announcer. But I chose to be a reporter instead, like the person that writes newspapers, because I liked writing more than I like talking professionally. So I just switched my major to journalism, and it's been great ever since. I love the program here at Central. I've gotten opportunities to get involved at a local newspaper or school newspaper, a organization called Society of Professional Journalists, or SPJ. So I've gotten some great experience. The professors at Central are amazing, and you get to learn so much, and they give you real life opportunities to advance your career and make a profession out of the major, which I think is really amazing. And yeah, I currently work at both the school newspaper and a local news station we have here in Mount Pleasant. and it's been really great. I'm loving it. But anything else new? I'm crocheting a top. It's not perfect so far. I did the first row really loose because it's a really thin yarn. I have never made yarn this thin before, but it is going to be a top. I don't know specifically what type of top it's going to be yet, just because they didn't plan it out too far. I ordered the yarn, which I can link in the description below if anyone's interested in it. It's like this light pink with some dark pink in there. It has a little bit of like gems in it. It's really cute. I'll link it down below. And it's a linen yarn because I've learned over the little bit I've been crocheting that I don't like acrylic yarn, and I wanted a little bit more of a natural yarn, like a softer for like a summer top, which is what this is going to be. And because I really want to learn how to make like a sweater, but I can't figure out the sleeves too well, and I'm gonna stick to my summer top so far. But some other hobbies of mine is I like to sew also. I recently bought a sewing machine just because I've been hand sewing all of my projects, and I kind of wanted to make them look a little bit more professional. So I got a sewing machine, and I'm really liking it. I don't have that much time to sew just because I'm busy throughout the week, but I mostly spend my weekends working on my hobbies and kind of for calming myself right before this, like, the week happens. And I also play the piano. I'm still trying to learn some songs. Maybe that could be another video if I get a little bit better at it. I really like to crochet and sew, play the piano. I really want to learn how to play the guitar. That might be what I asked for Christmas. I also have a camera. I'm getting more into photography. And you may be like, Ava, why do you have so many hobbies? Well, before I had no hobbies. And people would be like, what do you do in your free time? And I'd be like, I sleep a lot, because I do sleep a lot. But I really wanted to, like, I don't know, become a little bit more niche and get some hobbies, which is kind of why I started doing this. And now I learned I really like to collect hobbies. It's kind of like my favorite thing. I like to collect stuff. People would call me a hoarder just because some stuff may not have the most value to it, but there's usually a memory attached to it. Like when I lived in the dorms last year, I kind of had to like consolidate my things and put it into a storage unit because I'm from Virginia. So I didn't want to carry everything with me 12 hours. That seemed like a lot of work, so I had to consolidate my things and put some of it into a storage unit around Mount Pleasant. So I had to throw away some, like, memorabilia, I guess, because I was going through with my friends, and they were like, Ava, why do you have a plane ticket? And I was like, oh, well, that was the time that I was in North Carolina, and I got stranded at the airport. So it has a memory attached to it. They're like, Ava, you're going to remember that memory. Like, you don't need a plane ticket to remember the memory. So I kind of gotten a little bit better at not hoarding things. But now that I have an apartment that I'm going to be in for one more year, it's a little bit more hold on to things. That's what I'm thinking. I have my and then like a little bit more about my room. I have this Canada flag. I recently went to Canada last weekend. I like Canada. Me and my cousin and our friend Lucy went. I have a Frank Ocean poster over here. I really love Frank Ocean. He is kind of one of my favorite artists. Frank, come back and release more music. And then over here, I have a TV Girl Lovers Rock poster. A achievement I got from being a mentor, my Rookie of the Year paper plate award from CM Life. There's a Polaroid of me and my friend's cat, and a Polaroid of me and my cousin. A stop sign. I didn't steal it. I ordered it because I thought it was cute. Obviously, they don't make black stop signs, but I don't condone stealing stop signs. And then the Persistent Award from Sports Desk. It's another paper plate award. But yeah, so this is a little bit about my room, a little bit about me. hopefully you guys watch my next video, and hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you have anything you want to see, any tips or tricks you want to learn for crocheting, leave them in the comments down below, but definitely like this video, leave some comments, subscribe, because for my class, whoever gets the most subscribers, I thought that there was like a reward. I don't remember what it is, but you guys should definitely watch my next video. Turn your notifications on so you can see when I release my next video. But yeah, have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.